suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'm going to pick João Moutinho. I call him the ferret because he could slip into places and cause trouble before opponents can react. Loves to get between the lines and then get his head up. A real creative force.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Oh, the ball's come loose! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Cuts it out. Another throw-in. Maddison. And here's Vardy. Oh, that's a fine challenge. João Moutinho. Jota. Ruben Neves. Tielemans. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Maddison. And here's Vardy! He's missed, but not by that far.
Vardy certainly could have and should have made more of that. Wolverhampton have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Jota desperately wants to get on the end of this. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Jota. And they've been caught out here. Fired in. Massive leap! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Soyuncu goes looking. Chilwell. Barnes. Nicely controlled. More than happy to take the muscular approach. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. He's making a real surge on the left. Good challenge, he just stood firm. While the crowd clearly liked what they just saw, some real no-nonsense defending. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Jota. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Tries to get it forward quickly. Tielemans. Chowdhury. Johnny Evans switches it towards the other side. Chowdhury does well there, alert. Ricardo Pereira. Maddison. And it's Chilwell. João Moutinho. Jota. Towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Sunchu. Barnes. Maddison. And here's Vardy. Over to the left. Oh, that's nice. Can he deliver? Maddison! Decent hit and on target. Maddison. Maddison drives it forward. Maddison spreads it towards the left. Chilwell, towering header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
That'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Leicester playing well with luck.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just stunning!
And listen, when you've got somebody of his calibre in your team, then your chances are always pretty good. And they've gone one up again with such a super goal that sets them up perfectly now for the rest of this second half.
Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Wolverhampton get themselves into the lead.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Barnes delivers. Moutinho. Raul. Jota. Moutinho. Ruben Neves. Moutinho plays it out to the wing. Jota. Oh, that's neat. Tries the cross. Sunju can hoist it clear. Ruben Neves pumps it into the area. Maddison attempts a clearance. Lovely bit of skill there.
Wolverhampton making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Could move up a gear here. Maddison. Barnes. Maddison. And that has been clubbed away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Maddison! one!
Maddison usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Jota. João Moutinho already, of course, on the score sheet. Jota looking to get on the end of this. Perez. Ricardo Pereira. Perez looking to run onto it. Looking for a decent ball in. There's the shot! Ruben Neves. Bolly. Half an hour gone in the second half. Jota. João Moutinho. Ruben Neves. Out towards the flank. João Moutinho. And it's played forward.
Wolverhampton are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
He's made sure that that won't get through. And it's Perez. Ricardo Pereira gets into some space. So who's he picking out? Could cross it here. He's dealt with that well.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Raul, played out to the right. Sönchu. Johnny Evans. Chowdhury.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Across the field it goes. Barnes goes on a run down the left wing. And it's Chilwell. Deep cross. And that's been levered clear. And the referee brings it to a close. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Newcastle have clearly decided to go 5-4-1 today.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a man who splits opinion, David Luiz. Is he a midfielder or a defender? I would say the former, because he has an impetuous streak that can't be trusted at the back, but full of Brazilian flair, and what a shot.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Xhaka drives it forward. And the finish! He's pulled off a fine save.
Lacazette simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Lascelles attempts a clearance.
Saka.
Xhaka.
Saka.
Mesut Ozil. And the counter is on. Bentaleb. Ritchie. He's going after it. Mesut Ozil. And it's Aubameyang. Is there an Ozil? A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Now it's Aubameyang. Gets into a dangerous position.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Oh, nice touch. And it's Yedlin. Lovely bit of skill. Bentaleb. And that's one way to annoy his teammates. Granit Xhaka. Guendouzi plays it over to the other flank. Mesut Ozil. Newcastle still without an attempt on target. Ritchie. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Granit Xhaka. Mesut Ozil. Now surely! Going through. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Delivers the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Still going. Where to next? Looking for a decent ball in. Bentaleb. Shot at goal! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Bentaleb brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And here's Lacazette. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Hoists it forward. And it's Ritchie. Bentaleb. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Aubameyang. Hector Bellerin. Ritchie. And it's half-time here. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Newcastle head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we're already back underway here.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Bentaleb. Clark. Lascelles. Lascelles with a searching ball. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. Mesut Ozil. And here's Lacazette. Federico Fernandez gets rid without sophistication. Granit Xhaka. Hayden did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Aubameyang finds himself eased off the ball. Federico Fernandez tries to locate someone up front. And it's Aubameyang. That's great strength on the ball. Played back in. Dubravka will lay claim to that. It's Lacazette! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Saka.
Aubameyang. Aubameyang. Aubameyang! Defending of the desperate variety. Almiron. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. It's Aubameyang. And here's Lacazette. Going for goal! It's a goal! Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
The changes then in quick succession. Arsenal take the lead, 1-0.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind: when the going gets tough, etc.
And it's played forward. That's a throw.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
That's a pop! Granit Xhaka. Mustafi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Here it is now, surely! Clears it out of harm's way.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Forward it goes.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Özil tries to get it forward quickly. Yedlin. Yedlin goes looking. Kolasinac plays it forward. And here's Lacazette. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And it's got through. Luis can hoist it clear. Newcastle cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Tries to get it forward quickly.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Lacazette. Oh, it's Lacazette. Lacazette spreads it towards the left. Federico Fernandez is there, and he can get that clear. Xhaka. Gorgeous control there. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Now it's Aubameyang. Chooses to go back. Bellerin. And that may well be that. That is that. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second-half goal.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you. So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. So red and white, of course, the preeminent colours at Old Trafford, which is now officially the largest club football ground in England. Its capacity 75,000 and growing. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive match-up, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Cesar Azpilicueta. As a fellow fullback, I'm a massive fan of this guy's tactical awareness, positioning and defensive duties. He's a real dogged customer. He won't back off when things get tough, and he'll always step up to the plate when the pressure is on. He's my type of player.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. That's Azpilicueta. Now it's Pedro. Aimed in towards the centre. Turns and goes back. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Hits one! Chance to break.
Chelsea have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
That's been drilled forward. Loses his balance and loses the ball. That's Azpilicueta. Conte. Hudson-Odoi. Lovely bit of skill. Shaw did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Martial. He's played him through. Goes for goal! Christensen. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Hudson-Odoi. Abraham! And it's a goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Chelsea break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Done very well to intervene. Jorginho. Forward it goes. Well positioned to make that interception. Shaw.
Wan-Bissaka. Andreas Pereira.
Andreas Pereira plays it forward. And here's Mata. Bruno Fernandes kings it out wide. Andreas Pereira. And here's Martial. It's Martial! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Martial just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
Conte. Jorginho. Conte. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Christensen. Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Massive leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Christensen goes upfield. And it's Conte. Lindelof gets into the right position to intercept. Martial. Shaw. Plays it out to the wing. Gets away from his opponent. Tries to get it forward quickly. And we've reached half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
There's the start of the second half.
Manchester United need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Andreas Pereira. And it's Shaw. Beautifully done. Gets the better of his man. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Caballero sends that a long way. Christensen. Jorginho. And here's Pedro. Abraham! It's there! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick.
Chelsea are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's played forward. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Pedro drives it forward. Hudson-Odoi. Batshuayi. Pedro gets it. It's Pedro! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Lindelof. Played in with accuracy. Oh, good interception. Jorginho. Raspilicueta. Maguire hoists it forward. Martial desperately wants to get on the end of this. Rudiger. Jorginho. Across the field it goes. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Martial is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Well, he's the spearhead to the attack, and they need to blunt his chances.
Raspilicueta. Rudiger. Jorginho. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the ball's coming. Hudson-Odoi!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Shaw. Shaw drives it forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's played forward. And here's Batshuayi. That's not going to make it. Ball is over the line. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Jorginho. Hudson-Odoi. He's had that put on a plate. And Batshuayi!
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for Shaw.
Batshuayi just got a little carried away with himself there. He knew he could have clinched it.
Hudson-Odoi gets it back. Now the counter. Hudson-Odoi. Shaw with the foul. Bruno Fernandes battles to win it back. He gets past his man. Shaw has a pop, and the assist there! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. That is some volley, great technique.
Oh, that's great thinking and wonderful improvisation. He had to reshape quickly to make the perfect connection.
There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Azpilicueta. And it's Pedro. Andreas Pereira sticks in a foot to win it back. Juan Mata hoists it forward. Final seconds, this has to be it. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Forward it goes. Manchester United cannot afford for this to peter out. And time is up. Manchester United played a big part in it, but they walk away with nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester United definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you.